Finding the right childcare can be stressful and scary. Jen Usmanova struggled to find the right daycare for her daughter, so she and her husband started a website to make it easier for parents. It's called Care Lulu, and Jen joins us now. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so tell me about your experience. What were you going through when you were trying to find the right childcare facility?
Sure. So I actually ended up visiting 16 daycares. 16. I did not think it was going to be such a challenge because we live in such a high-tech world. I thought there'd be an app or a website that will enable you to really quickly figure out which providers within your budget offers the facilities you're looking for, teaching philosophy you're looking for, and even something as specific as a peanut-free environment. A lot of children nowadays are allergic to peanuts, some are even allergic to tree nuts, and there wasn't such an app. So my husband and I, we struggled. It took a while, and we thought, you know what, we'll offer something like that to other parents, which is how Care Lulu got started.
Okay, so let's talk about what you can find when you go to Care Lulu.
Sure. So with Care Lulu, it's really simple. You input your zip code, and you see all the licensed providers in your area. We only work with regulated providers, which means these are providers that have undergone a background check, have certain training, have proper safety procedures in place, and have unannounced regular inspections. So you can have a peace of mind knowing this is a provider who will take care of your kids as opposed to anyone at randomly who lists a daycare on the site. Once you find all the listings, you can actually filter out the providers that are not to your, don't serve your needs. So for instance, if you have a child who has peanut allergies, you can select peanut free, and it'll show you those listings. Or if you have a particular budget, and budget is important for many.
It sure is.
Yeah, so childcare is very expensive. It's actually more expensive than college tuition in most states. So you can actually select your budget, and it will filter out of all the options and only show you those daycares that actually are within your budget. So you have over 30 criteria that you can select from and narrow down results, and it'll just save you a ton of time.
Now, the state has a nice website, which I use, which shows you the star system, star rating, how schools are rated, and that's what I use. But I still found that I had to visit a lot of centers and to get more information, and that's where Care Lulu kind of fills in the gap. Yeah,
so Care Lulu definitely fills in the gap. The state website is great. The difference between us is that you can actually have this personalized search, which you can input your budget, you can input your child's age, you can select facilities that are important to you or a particular language. So having this personalized search really helps you save time. On the state website, it's great. They have the different star ratings, so you can see how the quality compares, but it also doesn't allow you to actually narrow down the results. So you still have to go through the list and call every provider. With Care Lulu, you narrow down the results right away and only call those 3 to 5 providers and visit those.
And you've got a lot of nice pictures too.
Yes.
Because that helped me. When I would visit some centers, I would think, oh, the way it looked, the way it felt, helped me narrow down my search. And you can get a feeling for that looking at some of the pictures.
Absolutely. We actually send some of our own photographers to go on site and take pictures because you really want to get a feeling of what the daycare facility looks like, what the staff, who they are, because we have a meet the staff section before you actually go and visit, and it usually takes you about an hour to visit a daycare center, so that'll save you a lot of time if you can kind of pre-screen them, even looking at the photos and reading a review about them.
You suggest we look for, or y'all, because I'm not having any more children, that you people who need daycare look early. How do you define early?
I would recommend early, maybe even before you have the baby. And it'll give you time to familiarize yourself with the different childcare options and prepare for the cost. So again, cost, it's a sticker shock for many new parents because they just don't expect it to be so expensive. And that'll give you time to prepare and budget for that accordingly. Again, look for regulated providers because of the training that's involved, the background checks. Also, when you go and visit, ask questions that are specific to your family. And what I mean by that is, how willing is that particular caregiver in working out the issues you might have? So you might have an unpredictable schedule. You might have a child who has special dietary needs. Or you might have a child who has a behavioral problem that needs to be consistently addressed both at home and at the daycare. So think of questions that are specific to your family that you want the provider to answer to see how flexible they are.
Great information. It's carelulu.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much.